We teach them to play with courage and play with integrity.
For 42 years, Ken Graf has been the soccer coach at Metuchen High School.
Win or lose, we always learn something from every game.
Next month, Graf retires as a middle school teacher, but he wanted to keep coaching soccer. But state pension officials say he can't do it at Metuchen High. If he does, he loses his pension benefits.
This rule is wrong. This rule has to be adjusted.
According to this letter from the state pension director, Graf must make a complete termination of his employee-employer relationship for at least 180 days after retirement. That means come September, Graf can coach at any school in New Jersey, just not in Metuchen, where he's been for decades. Graf even offered to coach here for free, but says he was told pension rules wouldn't allow that.
I can't even do it voluntarily. It's almost as if I have some kind of disease or something that I'm going to give the kids. You know, what's the problem with doing it voluntarily?
I don't know how it's fair, especially when they talk about, they're even talking about if you can't even volunteer. So to that piece doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm as much a taxpayer as anybody else.
And let's face it, state pension rules needed to be tougher. Over the years, I've told you about all kinds of possible abuse. In Keansburg, Raymond O'Hare retired as police chief and was immediately hired as borough manager. Between his police pension and his new salary, O'Hare wound up making almost $250,000 a year of taxpayer money.
Is that excessive?
What do you mean by excessive?
A lot of money.
A lot of money for what? For a person, for me to make?
Essex County Executive Joe DiVincenzo was even more brazen. He put in his retirement papers as Essex County Executive and kept coming to work, winding up with a salary and a pension at the same time. School officials in Metuchen say pension rules should stop that kind of abuse. They shouldn't force a guy like Ken Graf to stop coaching soccer or make him do it in another town.
Somewhere along the line, they've got to pick out the points where a guy like Ken, who's going to make very little money as far as coaching goes, or for that matter, wanted to volunteer, he'd volunteer for this job. So I mean, if they're not going to allow you to do that, something's wrong there. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
As for Graf, he promises to keep trying to change the system, showing the same determination he expects from his players.
Hopefully, maybe not in my case, but in future people, they'll take that into consideration.